we went really short on the back end. We played 4 defensemen from the first period on, and couldn't be prouder of guys like Ozzie and Kulovich and Ryan Johnston, Brett Corky. Those 4 guys a lot of minutes tonight. And I think it started back there. I mean, I think you really can't talk about this game, at least I can't, until you talk about the St. Lawrence team. I mean, I think our 2 teams look very similar to me. Greg Carville and Mike Rowe have done a phenomenal job there with that program. Just in a short couple of years, they've got a team. They know how they want to play, and they're playing a very solid brand of hockey. And it's fun. I think that our fans, their fans, if you didn't enjoy that game tonight, then you should probably take up another sport to get into, because that was pretty good and fun hockey to be a part of, even as a coach. We played a game earlier this year up in St. Lawrence in January, and the first period lasted 22 minutes with 8 face-offs. That's college hockey. Face-offs are supposed to be 15 seconds in total, so do the math. It was an unbelievable game. I think there was a lot more of that here tonight. So 2 very evenly matched teams. Obviously, played out exactly that way, and we're very fortunate to get the win. And the 2 guys sitting next to me were a huge part of that tonight as well. I mean, the Mike Borkowski story is one that I've never been a part of before. Someone that of his caliber to come back from an injury of that nature. He also scored the game-winning goal last weekend against Dartmouth on Saturday night too. So it's phenomenal. He's an unbelievable student athlete, and we're very fortunate to have him. It was a great game. We're thrilled to be here and fortunate to get the win.
Thanks, Coach. Now we'll field some questions for Coach Vaughan. Just raise your hand. Eric has a mic for you. We're here to have him.
Well, Coach, here you are again, trying for that championship. And do you have any personal reflections on that as you go into this? We're trying to keep that in mind.
I often think about it. We've been here quite a bit, as I have as a head coach, and it's eluded us. But I always say that I don't think there'd be a coach in our league that wouldn't want to be in the position that we've been in a number of times. And you'd rather be here and battling for a championship and maybe not succeeding like we want to all the time, but it's better than sitting at home this weekend, I can assure you of that.
Thank you, Matt.
Matt Claren of Harvard Radio. You mentioned riding the 4 defensemen. Do you anticipate doing that tomorrow night at Harvard Ford?
We're going to hit the reset button, like we said. We'll probably have to take a hard look at our D core. We'll probably get some fresh legs in there. I think we'll be forced to do that. We've got a couple of guys that are injured on the back end, so we'll take a look at those guys tonight and see how they feel in the morning. But we do have one other defenseman that didn't play tonight, and there's a pretty strong likelihood that he'll be in tomorrow just because of the injury. So I don't think we'll be able to roll forward tomorrow night and have as much success after just the grind that we went through tonight, and a great Harvard team that we haven't had a lot of success against.
Michael Ledecky, Harvard Crimson, touched on it earlier with players, but you had some tough games against Harvard in the past. They were coming back under much different circumstances with guys back. So just want to get your thoughts on that, and then also would like to get your thoughts on Patrick McNally, who's experienced kind of a similar situation as Mike. What do you think about that matchup and that storyline going into this game?
Sure. I think Mike said it best. I mean, you're down to 1 game for all the marbles, and even though there's a history there and not a very successful one this year against Harvard for us, we're not going to be thinking about that. We know what we need to do. We know the kind of game we're going to need to play against that team. We know who we need to contain. And their season is very similar to ours. I mean, talked to Ted about it quite a bit. I mean, there's no surprise that they're playing really well again right now because they're getting some really good players back in their lineup. So our seasons have been sort of a mirror image of each other. And we did enough, both of us, to be able to stick around and give ourselves a chance once our teams got healthy. So we know we'll have our hands full. They've been home resting, and we'll have to regroup pretty quickly here against a very good team.
Brian? Coach, has it been